What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making his debut on the channel tonight, we have Hank Williams III. Yes, indeed. How about that? Hank Williams III making his debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Johnny B. Ryden. And Johnny B. Ryden wanted to see me react to this is Hank Williams III with a tune called Crazed Country Rebel. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. I'm going to be honest with you folks, I didn't even know there was a Hank Williams III. I knew there was Hank Williams Sr. I knew there was Hank Williams Jr. I was not aware that there was a Hank Williams III, so I know I haven't heard this, at least to the best of my knowledge. Now, look, there is a possibility. I very highly doubt this, but there is a possibility that I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, you have got to be kidding me, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Super Scum. Sure, why not? And the video has 109,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right. Here we go. Hank Williams III, Crazed Country Rebel, live January 19th, 2009 or November 9th, 2009. I have no idea. Not sure. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But I'd like to know. Well, personal satisfaction. Okay, so there is a Hank Williams III. I'm just curious, before I even start, I'm assuming relations? I'm assuming there's a relation here? Or is this a completely different guy that has no ties to Hank Williams Sr. and Hank Williams Jr. whatsoever? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, because I'm actually kind of curious. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
And to all you Crazed Country Rebels hanging out tonight. Well, I was all by myself down in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was looking for a guy. Had a bullet and no teeth, and I was tripping on some acid. A Latino named with me. I was smoking morphine till it knocked me off my feet. When I got some AIDS from my old Uncle Pete, and I'm starting to feel like I might have OD'd on an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. Gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10, and I love getting high, hate being low, and I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road, and I'm working real hard, trying to get paid, 'cause I'm a crazed country rebel, and I'm drifting state to state. Somehow I made headed up to Texas with a polo full of grass. And I'm seeing all these pigs who wanna bust my ass. And I'm always living hard, always smoking weed. And I'm hanging out in Texas drinking mushroom tea. Fucked up on the floor and I'm thinking, oh, I must have been some of that Boone County moonshine. And an overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. Gonna live it to the fullest like I'm on 10. And I love getting high, hate being low. And I like to drive my truck down a muddy dirt road. And I'm working real hard, trying to get paid. 'Cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state.
It's following a blues format. I mean, it really is following the 12-bar blues format. Playing on the root for 4, up to the 4th for 2, back down to the root for another 2, going up to the 5th for 2, going back down to the root for 2. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Or, if you want to go the real shortcut, copy, paste, paste, paste. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that whatsoever. It sounds good. It's pleasing to the ear. It's predictable. It's anticipatable. And for a lot of people, it's relatable. You hear a song like this and you know what you're in for. There's no surprises. You know what you're in store for when you hear a song like this. Am I going to sit here and say there's anything impressive about this? Absolutely not. I'm sorry. That's just not going to happen. Probably the most, I'm not saying this is impressive. I'm not saying that what I'm about to say is not impressive, but probably the most interesting thing about this song, if I'm being honest, is his vocal delivery. Working with some different ranges here. That's interesting. He's able to go from the upper range to the lower range very easily, very smoothly, and I'll give him credit for that. The instrumentation, it's solid across the board. Everything is being represented well. The guitars, the drums, the bass, the upright bass, the banjo, you hear it all, and everything is being mixed very well. Everything is coming across in the mix very well. I got no issue with anything that we're hearing. So I got no problem with it. I'm just not going to sit here and pretend like I'm having my mind blown by this and going, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. No, it's not. No, it's not. Come on. You should know me better than that by now. I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be straight with you all. And I know a lot of people who are probably fans of Hank Williams III are, really hoping that I'll be jumping up and down in my seat. I'm not going to be jumping up and down in my seat for something that I don't feel is worth jumping up and down in my seat for. I just don't. So, it sounds good. Absolutely. It sounds good. It sounds fine. I got no problem with anything we're hearing. Everything's flowing really well. Everything makes sense. So, I'll give credit where credit's due. Just don't ask me to blow things out of proportion. That's all. Anyway, let's finish. This is a short song, too, boy. 3:15 about? Something like that. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Get up off the floor, I tried to get myself in line, 'cause the ceiling's talking to me and the pressure's pushing fire. That's why they call me full throttle. I like a good time. It all started at a bar with a friend of mine. Had to hook me up, she says she blow my mind. And I've been up for 4 days, so cut me at another line. I've been overdose of drugs, overdose of sin. Gonna leave it to the fullest like I'm on 10. And I love getting high, hate being low. And to get paid, 'cause I'm a crazed country rebel and I'm drifting state to state.
There you go. There you go. This is gonna be a short review, boy. Sheesh. You blink, you might miss it. Let me just get my thoughts together. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Hank Williams III with a tune called Crazed Country Rebel. This was a request from Johnny B. Ryden. All right, get ready for the shortest review in the history of the channel. Brace yourselves. Don't blink. You might miss it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 6.1. Yep, 6.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.1. What does that mean? Well, a 6.1 would translate to a pretty good scale rating because overall, I gotta say, this is actually a pretty good song. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B- letter grade. That's B as in boy, B-. So there you go, a 6.1, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Guys, it doesn't get much simpler than this. It's 12 bar blues. That's the chordal structure. 4 roots of the root, 2 measures of the 4, back to 2 measures of the root, up to 2 measures of the 5th, back to 2 measures of the root. Copy, paste, 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 paste. It's literally the same thing over and over and over again. It's not hard. It's not difficult whatsoever. It's super, super easy. Now, having said that, it still sounds good. It still flows well. It's still pleasing to the ear. There's something to be said about predictability and anticipation. You're able to anticipate what's coming. You're able to predict what's coming. And that makes you feel good, right? So everything about this was pleasing to the ear. Everything about this sounded just fine. I'm just not going to sit here and blow things out of proportion and go, oh my God, that was the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. No, it's not. It's very easy to play. I can seriously just tell me what key we're in. We're in A, great. 12 bar blues format, no problem. I'll pick up my bass right now and play. Right now. Put me on stage with it. And I'll have the part down, no problem. And the bass parts are ridiculously easy. It's all around the roots and the fifths. So, no problem there. I will say the instrumentation across the board sounded just fine. Everybody playing their instruments sounded good. Everybody clearly knows how to play. And everybody did a solid job across the board. The only thing that was really, I can't say it was impressive, but the only thing that was really interesting was his vocal delivery. I think the vocal delivery was interesting. Utilizing the different ranges the way he did, especially with the glissandos. When he would glissando down in particular to the lower register, it caught my attention. I will say that. It got my attention. But to say it was impressive, no. But still a good job across the board. And this is how I ultimately came up with a pretty good score of 6.1, okay? And for those of you wondering if that's a bad score, no, that's not a bad score. We don't get into the bad scores until we get under 5. When you're under 5, that's a bad score. This is getting a 6.1. Pretty good for what I feel was a pretty good song. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.1, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.